You're watching a segment of The Splash, Greater West Bloomfield's news magazine show.
Welcome back to The Splash. I'm Sheena Monnin, and here with me on the show this week is Pat Glasgow, volunteer coordinator at the Meowtown Lounge. Now, the name Meowtown Lounge already has me curious. Thank you for being here to talk a little bit about something that's very, very important. What is the lounge all about? How did it get started? Go ahead and tell us.
Sure. Thanks again for having us. So the Meowtown Lounge got started because the whole idea was to ensure that we had an open environment for our cats. When you're going to adopt a pet, it's often difficult if they're in a cage. You're not really able to interact with them, to know what their personalities are. So the lounge was started with the idea that it's an open environment. You can come in. It's like a living room. Oh, wow. And you sit down and you just interact with the cats. We have Wi-Fi there in the location. There's tables and chairs. There's games for kids. And you can get an opportunity to see what the cats are like, observe their personality, and make sure that they're the right cat for your family.
That's such an interesting concept. I'm a big fan of that. Yeah. From what I would understand, there's probably not a lot of those opportunities when you go to look for an animal to actually have that interaction. Now, I'm not too familiar with cats, so you're saying cats have different personalities?
They do. Absolutely. Okay. But the most important thing is knowing that that personality matches with your family and with your personality.
Sure. Yeah, awesome, wonderful. So in addition to allowing potential adopters, or maybe just even a layperson like myself who just wants to sit in that environment, in addition to all of that, you do have some ongoing special events, including something geared for seniors, which really caught my attention. Tell me a little bit about how important that type of interaction is.
So we have a lot of events, but in particular the senior event, the whole idea is that a senior can come into the lounge and they can interact with the cats as well. There's some studies on older people and interacting with small children or with the animals and the benefits that that brings. So again, it's a comfortable environment and they can sit there and they can play with them. They can have them on their laps. They can stroke them. They can brush them if they'd like.
Oh, wow. Nice. I can see that. And it's located right here in West Bloomfield, right? And the founder of this concept is from West Bloomfield as well, correct?
That's right. Michelle DeMaria is her name. So she started this organization, just a little history, that's a 501c3. It's called Pet Adoption Alternative of Warren. She started it 10 years ago, and she is a resident right here in West Bloomfield.
Wow, that's so exciting. And you guys have expanded. It's continuing to grow. Now, you also offer birthday parties, different board game events, things like that. Again, all to allow the animals to be out of their cages and to be able to interact, right?
Absolutely, because they are in cages, sometimes for 2-3 months until they get adopted, unless they're in a foster care environment. So the whole idea is that we're going to get them out of that cage and let them just roam free and have some fun.
That is ideal for sure. And it's kitten season, right?
It is.
Tell me a little bit about that.
We have dozens and dozens of kittens. We have about 50 right now. So in total, 100 cats and kittens combined. So in the next 1 to 2 weeks, we are going to have quite a few kittens available for adoption. So people can go onto our site. They can fill out an application and get the process started. There's also pictures of the cats there, so they can kind of get an opportunity to see which ones are appealing to them. But it's not just about the look of the cat, right? They have to. You want to make sure that it's a cat that you're interested in. Some cats prefer a cat that wants to be on their lap, and others want them to be a little bit more aloof. So.
And that's where the interaction is key. I can see that now. I hope more and more organizations move in that direction. So it does take volunteers to keep this going. You are the volunteer coordinator. Tell me a little bit, if I were to come volunteer, what would my experience be like? What would the time commitment be?
I would love you to be a volunteer. So we're really looking for people to socialize the cats. So if you love animals, you don't even have to love cats. If you love animals and you just want to interact with them, reach out to us. We have many other opportunities besides the socialization aspect of it, but that is where you would be actually coming into Meowtown, getting the animals out of the cage, making sure that they have fresh food and water, and playing with them. It's a pretty simple job.
Yeah, I love it. Awesome. Great. And the website they can go to for more information is just Meowtown Lounge?
Yes, Meowtown Lounge, and that's where the cats are at, as well as the applications for not only adopting but volunteering.
Great. Well, we appreciate your time. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you. We really appreciated it.
Absolutely. Once again, everyone, we've been speaking with Pat Glasgow, volunteer coordinator at the Meowtown Lounge.
Thanks for watching a segment of The Splash. To catch the entire show or other segments, watch us on Comcast Channel 15 or AT&T Channel 99, or look us up online at thesplash.tv and listen to us on WBLD 89.3, the all-new Lakes FM.